So we are in Fresno, California. We just finished installing this Rinnai V75E. It's a natural gas water heater outside. There was an old Takagi in here that quit working. I don't know why it quit working, but they called me out just for a direct replacement. We suggested some upgrading and some flush valves and things like that, but they're not in a position to be spending a lot of money right now. So we just opted for a basic installation. To flush these out, honestly, you could pull it apart here at the hoses and put an adapter on right here and then hook up your flush hoses to it. So it's not too bad because it's readily accessible back here. I wouldn't take anything apart down underneath because it's just hard to get into there and work with stuff and you're bumping things around. But when you get ready to flush, cold water goes off. This all gets bled out. You can unscrew here. This being the cold water, this is where the vinegar goes in to the unit, and then the vinegar comes back out right here and loops around. Of course, this will be extended down into the bucket. You're not looping it back into the home. So so no flush valve kit. That's the bad part. I told them they're like 80 to 100 bucks, and they didn't want to really spend the extra money on that, which is fine. It's just a little more work when you go to flush this thing. No big deal. So we gave him a new pigtail as well. That little 6-footer, the little gray pigtail going to the box. The old one, it was just old. It was as old as the unit, and we just put a new one on there. So no big deal on that. One thing we did add is the old Takagi did not have a pressure relief valve. These are pressure relief only because there is no temperature. It doesn't store water. It creates water as the unit operates. And so nothing was on the old one, so it'll be another 20 bucks for this little device, and that's straight out of Home Depot. And it's rated for tankless, 500,000 BTU, 150 PSI, so it's a good device there. And then, of course, the relief valve, 6 to 24 inches above the ground is where they require it, so we're within that. A little copper line we stubbed in, a little brass nipple. Everything else is iron pipe. As you can see there, we stubbed over and down just because the hot and the cold are kind of in line. We needed to get it dropped down a little bit. So we just used some iron pipe nipples there and there over to these Falcon stainless steel connectors. That's all we use. These are full flow, 3/4 inch, 0.725 inside diameter on these guys. So the largest they make in the industry and the most expensive as well. But you can see cold's tied in, hot's tied in. Gas is tied back in with the existing. I don't know what kind of shape this gas line is in. It's iron pipe in soil. If you've got any problems down there, let's say you ran the line over there and you taped everything real nice, and over the years it's corroded through and you've got some water in the line, that could be your problem right there. I don't like to see iron pipe in the ground. I used poly pipe, the yellow pipe that PG&E uses with the transition fittings that are powder coated. So they come up out of the soil, they never corrode, the yellow pipe lasts forever. I just don't like the iron pipe. And most people use it because it's cheap. I don't use it because it doesn't last, and then people are unhappy with me. So anyways, we're getting an error code out of this, error code 11. You pull this, I've already flooded quite a bit of water, so I'm not going to run it again, but it flashes 11, called Rinnai, and of course they'll tell you, not our problem, get a technician out here, check the pressure coming into the unit. One of my buddies recommended PG&E come out and check their pressure out at their meter just to make sure that's correct before you start getting busy troubleshooting this one. If you troubleshoot it and there's something wrong on the house side, which means the gas line, the pressure's wrong, something wrong, then the homeowner has to pay more money. If something's defective with the unit, then of course Rinnai pays for it because it is under warranty. Now, I'm almost 99.99% confident this is a good installation. I install these all the time. We typically don't have any trouble. This is the first one where we've had a gas line coming out of the ground, but it looks big enough, 1 inch coming off of a main, which is probably over here to one of these. Yeah, you can see there's the gas right there, and you can see it comes up, looks like 1.5 inch minimum, maybe 2 inch, can't tell from here. Of course my eyes are getting old. Then it looks like, oh, I think that was our problem right there. That gas line was off, so we're gonna see if that's the problem. I'm not sure why it would be off, but or if that's actually what it is, but I think I'm a genius, hopefully. Let's see if I'm a genius. Come on. Let's see if this works. Yep, I hear it firing up. I hear the burner coming on. What a genius. So anyways, crisis averted. All is good in Clovis plumbing land. And next time, go check the other equipment before you take the video and sound silly. Maybe we'll take another video and cut that out, huh? Anyway, so everything's working great. Outside of that, this installation is done.